Bible studies at a PWI are not it. Every week, I stroll in to greet the clan. Hi, Emily! Emma! Jessica! Kaylee! Caitlin! Madison! We opened our book to... Ooh! Exodus! Moses splits the Red Sea to free the slaves. Oh, he ate that. Cleared. Literally. Wow. Y'all's ancestors must have hated that. Because they were slavers. The tension was tensioning. But why do they get to be comfortable while I sit on my black ass? Sorry, God. You know, it's ADS. It's humorous. The racial politics surrounding Christianity can get people uncomfy. According to the Public Religions Research Institute in 2023, 71% of black people identify as Christian. That's like all of my illegitimate siblings. So black people be down to pray, just not in a white way. Because as Yolanda Pierce, the dean of the Divinity School at Howard University, explains, the version of Christianity our ancestors were kindly given was pro-slavery and KK crazy. Wait. Kaylee, Caitlin, Jessica. I should have known. So how did we go from that to slapping tambourines and sermons? Let's find out by first grabbing a hood as we discover how Christianity became entangled with white supremacy. Then segregate and see how black Christianity jumped that ship. Before finally phrase breaking into some implications. Okay, who's lost? You. Let's break this down with Finding Nemo. Think of the anemone as colonization, and Nemo as slaveholders Christianity, and Nemo's dad as white supremacy. I don't think I can watch that movie anymore. Let's go back to the olden days. How Christianity and colonialism became BFFs, and how that was bad for black folks. First, I know y'all heard that Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. But the real tea is in 1493, Pope Alexander VI created the doctrine of discovery. Bars. In Robert Jones' 2023 book, The Hidden Roots of White Supremacy. Yes, I did use a book. Yes, my credibility is up! He explains, old Alex brought a message from God. All non-Christians everywhere could have their land discovered, their societies civilized, and their populations offered long-term unpaid internships. Okay, I'll stop talking like a Texas high school history book. It was the spiritual and legal foundation for colonization and slavery, even cited by the US Supreme Court. It's okay though. The doctrine was repudiated last year. Better 500 years late than never. Next, white Christians started colonizing the minds of enslaved Africans. PBS explains, on arrival in 1619 Jamestown, Virginia, slaves were baptized Catholic and given Christian names. We went from Kunta Kinte to Ken in the name of white Christianity. That's so BS! No B! Slave owners even tweaked the Bible to further their agenda. Sermons for the forcibly converted slaves emphasized a particular message of the Apostle Paul. Slaves, obey your masters. White supremacists concocted a self-serving, wildly redacted version of Christianity just to keep us down. But you know what? Nobody can drag me down. Nope. Liam Payne did die though. I mean, I was a Liam, I was a Zayn girl though, so you know, let me honor Liam. Nobody else can debrief you on the rise of the black church and its theological transformation. First, how do we get from vile, disgusting KK Christianity to hip, real, and in my Spotify rotation Christianity? Well, after emancipation, black people needed a place to congregate. So as W.B. Du Bois puts it, the social center for the black community was the Negro church, a place to worship and socialize, read the Bible and build community, pray to God, and please, Mama, please don't pull up my ear, Mama, I'll shut my mouth in church like for my big daddy. It was also fertile ground for activism. The previously cited PBS explains the civil rights movement was largely planned inside Black churches, thanks to one key feature. No! Whites in Black church! That was a joke for my white judges. I love y'all. But y'all ruin everything. I mean, you ruined the whip. And that's y'all culture, so... Next. Imagine you're a Black preacher. Now, this might be a little bit tricky for some of you, but hey, bear with me. On a scale of mama, a girl behind you, to anxiety, stop! Are you using the line, slaves, be obedient to your master? And the congregation said, anxiety, stop! Instead, stories like Joseph triumphing after being sold into slavery, or Moses demanding the Pharaoh release the Israelites from slavery, felt more relevant. With these, let's call them differences in emphasis, the Christianity practiced in our houses drifted away from its racist, colonialist progenitor. Like a sacred buffet, we plucked the perfect parts, paired them with a good organ run, and slapped our tambourine and holy praise. Can I get a praise break? Okay. Bible study asked that I not return. It wasn't because I called out their racist asses. I just told Kaylee that her boyfriend wasn't fine. Or virgins. Because if you know, you know. Yeah. We got a little bit off track that day. Let's refocus on two implications. Christianity's fungibility and the Black church returning to its roots. First, is Black Christianity new and improved, or just honing in on the original recipe? As J.C. Howard explains to NPR on June 14, 2023, our ancestors found in Christianity the opposite of what their oppressor tried to give them. Same way they turned scraps into soul food, they returned this faith back into food for the soul. And can I get a yum yum? And the ancestors' ancestors would approve. Because the Gospel Coalition of Africa on November 16th, 2022 explains, Christianity entered Africa 1,000 years before European colonialists. So Black Christianity isn't just a reaction to oppression, but a resurrection to a people-serving, oppression-fighting theology that predates its colonialist corruption. Finally, the Black church's emergence ain't that special. Unlike literally everything else, this historical theological pattern isn't a hand-me-down from Black culture. According to the Acton Institute in 2023, the Black church's separation from colonized Christianity parallels the formation of countless other Christian denominations throughout history. Lutherans and Anglicans and Protestants, all 6.9 million others, broke away to meet the new social needs of a people. Because it was deeper, it was darker, but God, He drove the demons off of that cliff. He brought back Lazarus from the dead, and He parted the Red Sea, so that my people, oh, my people, could rise from white ashes. And lead our people to salvation. Well, I'm starting a new Bible study group. And would you like to start the first discussion? You do great. Put it in the comment section. Christianity and Black people will always be the best crossover. Because Black people did what we do best. Kiss it better, and pave the way out of oppression. Period.